The Nintendo Switch is a very successful console with many different types of games on it, one of those genres being 2D platformers. Today, I'm going to rank my top 5 2D platformers that I've played on the Nintendo Switch. There is one rule though: if I played the game on another console or my PC before I played the Switch version, I won't count it considering I didn't get my first-hand experience on the Switch. This is all opinionated, so don't get too upset if your favorite platformer isn't on my list. That's it, and it's time to begin. Starting off this list at the number 5 spot, Kirby Star Allies slides in. I was debating whether to give this spot to Kirby or Yoshi's Crafted World, since both are pretty solid but have more noticeable flaws compared to the rest of the list. As you can see, Kirby pulled through. Kirby Star Allies has a lot going for it: a solid story, a new mechanic where you could friend enemies, plenty of DLC fan service, and all of the other fun-filled modes that Kirby's menus are known for. My favorite part about the game were the characters returning from old Kirby games. The issues I had with the game were it's a challenge. Apart from the final few levels, it was really easy to breeze by, and that took a lot of the fun out of it for me. To be honest, if I had played more 2D platformers on my Switch, this choice probably wouldn't have even been on the list. If you told me as a little kid that Nintendo would drop a game that allows you to create your own Mario levels and share them online, I would assume that you're bugging. Lo and behold, we got that in the form of Super Mario Maker on the Wii U back in 2015. And to top that off, we got a sequel on the Nintendo Switch in 2019. I'm usually on and off with Mario Maker, but overall I really enjoy it. Mario Maker 2 allows you to share and create in the previous engines, such as Mario Bros. 1, 3, World, and the new series. New to the game is a 3D World engine and the online versus mode. You can place enemies, obstacles, change the background, change the music, and more. My favorite style to play in is the Super Mario World style. The pixel art is just oh so clean. I do have 2 complaints about the game though. The online play is AIDS, and I was disappointed to see Nintendo cut off the support for it so early on. Not add any more game styles, that's crazy. At least we got Mario 2 and Legend of Zelda DLC in the Mario 1 engine. But overall, it could have been so much more. Mario Maker 2 is a banger, but I just gotta pace myself with the amount of time I spend on it so I won't get bored. The Donkey Kong Country series is by far one of my favorite Nintendo IPs. It's been one of my favorites for years, and Tropical Freeze is another prime example of what makes the series so great. The movement is so fluid and the platforming is first rate. Another YouTuber named Arlo once stated that everything in Donkey Kong happens for a reason. It's not just Mario with random floating platforms. The obstacles in the levels are there because of what's going on in the background. It's so creative, and I wished more games did this. Tropical Freeze takes place when the evil snowmads invade and ruin Donkey Kong's birthday while freezing up their habitats. So it's up to the Kong family to put a stop to them. The levels are fun, the bosses are sick, and the music slaps. Diddy, Dixie, Cranky, and Funky, in his own mode by the way, are all in the game to assist Donkey Kong take down the snowmads. Second place is going to a game that was a beautiful return to form for the Sonic series, and that's Sonic Mania. The stages are fast paced and the difficulty is just right. Each stage is stunning with the things going on in the foreground and the background, while using some of the best OSTs I've ever heard in a video game. My favorite zones would have to be Studiopolis and Mirage Saloon. Even if 8 out of 12 zones are reused, they are all redone to feel new. It's got the feel of each and every single one of the classic Sonic titles, just at a nicer frame rate, and the gameplay obviously is polished. The platforming is really fun whether you're playing as Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles. There's also Mania Plus DLC that was added to the game, and it allows you to play as Mighty or Ray. I have no words that can describe the impact that Celeste has made on me. This game is an absolute masterpiece and nobody will ever change my mind. You play as a girl named Madeline who wants to climb a very strange mountain. The platforming at first is difficult, but it's always fun. Madeline's movement is crisp and fluid. She even has a dash that can be used mid-air or in the ground to add some spice to the game. She faces many challenges ahead of her, such as dangerous places, mysterious enemies, and the main antagonist whose name is Madeline. Madeline is a physical representation of the things that Madeline does not want to deal with and puts aside. Depression, anxiety, and all of the things that regular humans wish left us alone. Madeline is one of my favorite antagonists in fiction because of how relatable the impact she has on Madeline is. Before I end off this segment, I want to point out the Celeste OST is one of the greatest OSTs in gaming. It's beautiful and superb. Well, that's the end. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below what your favorite 2D platformer on the Nintendo Switch is. Sorry about the really spread out upload schedule. I've had the busiest time over the past few months, so hopefully around November it'll die down. I guess I'll just leave it off at that. I appreciate your support, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone.